Dance with Sarah, the Illstrumentalist, where she makes soulful hip-hop instrumentals, chats with her amazing community and shares tips and tricks. So grab some popcorn and chill out with Sarah.
Happy Friday, everybody. How's everyone's day doing? Hope you're doing good. Drop in the chat. Making sure everything looks good. Hope everything's good on your end, y'all. Chilling. It's Friday, September the 5th, and we're live. I hope everyone can see me, can hear me, and they had a good start to their week, to their month. It's been an interesting month for me already, especially with my dog. She's healthy, I'm good. That's what really matters. So very happy for that. And today we're gonna just make some instrumentals from scratch, probably one or two. See what we can do. And then my goal is to start making my own samples from scratch and then feed it through the ASR-10 and flip it. Kind of just get what I want. Because, sometimes we'll be digging for music and sometimes I'm like, why can't I just make what I want? So I'm tapping into my instrumentalist side and, playing more instruments. Actually, between the last time I seen everybody, I've reset up my template on Ableton Live. I've been doing deep research on the best VSTs that sound as realistic as what I need and finding the perfect sound, at least an idea. So I'm excited. So this video and this live stream is sponsored by DistroKid. DistroKid is where you can release music as an independent artist onto streaming services. And DistroKid collects the royalties from the recording side. One thing I like about DistroKid is that right now, and I haven't even taken the opportunity, there's a lot of things that I haven't taken advantage of. I'm pretty sure if you have a DistroKid account, there's probably things you haven't taken advantage of. I have a VIP account, so I have access to creating 2 separate aliases. And then they have another tier for record labels, so you can actually release a bunch of music through your label, and you can help your friends or people that you work with release their music if they don't feel like doing it. So I'm actually going to probably going to start creating a second alias under my actual real name, and get my Quincy Jones, John Williams on, you know what I'm saying? Have a composer, instrumentalist in that way, really samples, soul sample, but it's under my real name. And then Sarah the Illstrumentalist will still be here, obviously, but Sarah the Illstrumentalist is making beats with those instrumentals. So, and then I'm going to figure out how to, I'm actually in the talks of talking with somebody on figuring out how to legally process all of this stuff so we can all use the samples. So I can actually, if people wanted to use the samples that I create, instead of it being royalty free where you can just do whatever you want, because I honestly think that's probably the issue right now with what's going on with YouTube and the whole Splice YouTube copyright stuff. I think there's too many people having access to samples, and there needs to be a whitelist system. Basically, if you have a license agreement, there should be a whitelist situation where your YouTube channel doesn't get flagged, which is also fairly, that's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of going deep, but that's what I'm going to end up doing, is probably having a whole different alias. So it's going to be I can do that right here, and I can release music for other people, which is pretty dope. So shout outs for DistroKid for allowing us to do this, because I think it's just really dope to be able to have access to do this in any type of degree. So, you know, although I have these instrumentals, and then I also was thinking, what if, you know, what if you make hip hop music, but you really like, I don't know, house music, and you wanted to experiment with a whole different name, a whole different like brand, and just test it out. Maybe release an EP under a different alias, see how that works. Maybe pop music, maybe you want to sing and you don't want to, maybe that's what I'll be doing. Like, she got a whole different alias and she's singing, she's a whole different person. I wanted to test it out. You can do that with DistroKid. So have you ever thought about that? Have you done that before? I do know some people that have multiple aliases. Some people release projects under different names, and they're similar or they're not similar, they're completely different. So yeah, something I actually want to take advantage of at some point, probably definitely by this time next year. I'm probably gonna have 2 aliases up and see how that goes. I think that's really dope. Have 2 different sources of incomes as well. Have 2 different artist names and 2 different projects, you would say. So anyways, what's up, chat? Appreciate y'all being here. We got Miles, first one. He asked me, when are you going to get a new album? I kind of want you to. So I don't know. I just came out with a new album, I guess. I release music almost every month. I got a new song coming out next week. It's called Snow Falling. It's really for Christmas or the winter time, so it's really like getting ready right now. It's snowing somewhere. Not in LA. Maybe Big Bear somewhere, but yeah, check out my check out No Quantize, check out all the streaming platforms everywhere. And if you're looking for new music from me, I would love to know if you listen to every single album that I release. It's kind of interesting. Some people ask me to post a new video. I'm like, well, you know, I have like 600 videos. Have you looked at all of those yet? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, go check those out first before you ask me for something new, because that's 600. Got 600 plus videos, 300 plus songs. And I'm constantly doing stuff. I got new stuff popping out. I got new stuff happening. My world's changing, it's elevating, I'm ascending. I gotta keep up with myself. You know what I'm saying? So no worries, new music's always on the way. I appreciate you, Miles. What's up, A Major Keys? Appreciate you being here as well. Let's see. Okay. I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. I gotta check if it's actually working. Okay. Poetry and Noise. I got dinner, I got beer, I got beats. I'm good to go. Let's go. I love that. LD40 Productions. I need to get in front of them. I need to put them right down here. There we go. And it's Jasmine Jabril. Appreciate you coming through. Nah. I appreciate y'all coming. Darrell Williams from the Bronx. Everyone dropped their location. I need to understand where everyone is now. I need to know everyone's location, especially when things happen. I'm like, are you good? You know what I'm saying? I'm in Los Angeles, by the way. E.T., I know he's from Canada. Thanks for coming through. So I'm watching my Toronto Blue Jays versus New York Yankee game on Roger Sportsnet here in Canada. Sounds like a great start to your weekend. I'm not into sports like that, but when people are, respected, you know. Yup. I am Orange. What's up? What's up, Viral Beats? Curly Soul. Thanks for coming through. Warheart Arts. JK. So everyone is using the same sample packs. Of course, AI thinks it's all the same. Yep. Yeah, I think that they have to get their algorithm correctly, because like you guys know, YouTube probably uses an AI to detect if your music is in their content ID. Yeah, that's a big issue. I love what Splice is doing, and I think a lot of it, and this is I think this is what the issue is. So for an example, Sabrina Carpenter, we know that she's used Splice loops. And I think that's the issue. I think one-shots are safe, but loops, if somebody that works for a major record label, a producer or artist, gets a loop from Splice, they're going to copyright that song regardless if it has Splice songs samples in it, and they're going to protect it. So when you use that Splice sample, we're hoping that you obviously you can fight by getting the license agreement, and if you get flagged, you know, you can most likely state that you have the license. But that's just a pain in the butt. You know, I think that there should be some system in place that allows people that whitelists people that have the license to, you know, music that you are distributing legally. So there should be some discussion beforehand. So I think the whole royalty-free sample compositions could be a problem. It's not really giving the actual like I'm thinking, even as myself as an instrumentalist, if I'm making compositions, if someone takes my composition, my idea, and then, because an independent artist can blow up, they can also go get a Grammy. It doesn't matter if you're major or not. It doesn't matter. And they're gonna copyright. Hopefully they'd copyright it, and you know. But if something does magically happen, which would be the intention of the whole purpose of hopefully inspiring someone to make something dope, is maybe getting a Grammy or it going platinum, wouldn't you want a percentage of that? Yeah, so I think most sample packs do protect themselves from that when it comes to major record labels. But I think there's some gray areas that has to be fixed. So I'm trying to figure that out. And either way, I like that you can kind of create your own system, so you can see what has worked with other people, and it seems to not be really working unless they're gonna figure it out. I honestly think that some things should be a little bit more, I wouldn't say strict, but yeah. I'm just like, yeah, you know. Anyways, just caught Microwave Beats Volume 2 from Bandcamp. Thank you so much for Bandcamp Friday. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Poetry of Noise. Thank you so much. We got Nashville in the house. Vermont. We got Italy in the house. What's up, channel? What part of Italy? Or is it Italy? Am I just assuming? I'm saying that you said Italy. Las Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. Y'all got, first of all, the Spirit got me thinking of moving to Las Vegas. I'm like, y'all can't be having these good ass shows. I can't be coming to visit. I may have to get some property out in Las Vegas or something. Cause the Spirit had the Wizard of Oz this past weekend, I believe, and it looks so good. And then they, you know, of course, they had like the Backstreet Boys. If they have the Spice Girls, girl, if they got the Spice Girls, I'm gonna have to camp out. I'm gonna have to go reach into the savings account. What's up? We got Philly in the house. Curly Soul from Philly. He said, I'm Docs. We got England in the house. Simon, what's up? I have no idea what that says. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. What do you think about AI? What specifically about AI? It's a pretty broad question, so. Got New Orleans in the house. That's what's up. We got the whole world in the house, y'all. Never been to the Spirit yet, but it looks dope as a venue. It looks fire. If they would, like, they just took an old-fashioned classic and turned it into an experience. So if they can do that for every movie, I'd be going to the movies. Put a Spirit in LA. I think they're actually starting to showcase older movies in the movie theaters now. I think this month, I think it's at AMC, where every day they're like showcasing an older movie. So I think that they should be continuing to put millennial or Gen X movies in the movie theater. In the Spirit, that's a crazy experience. They intertwine the old movie with AI in order to get it to be more immersive, which I think is dope. I think some people said obviously it wasn't perfect, so it's something new. But it's exciting. I think it's really dope to go to a movie theater. They do have something out here in LA, actually. It's not the Spirit, it's something else. It's in Inglewood, and I've seen people go see The Matrix, and it's like a Spirit. So I'm gonna stay in LA. They just need to have the Wizard of Oz out here. Yeah. So, but yeah, shout outs to those things. So the Wizard of Oz thing did some of the. Yep. Yeah, I think it's, I think it's interesting. I still want to see it. But anyways, what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm gonna zone out. I have this this loop I've been working on, I started it last week. So, and what I was discovering is that I'm gonna make my own loops or my own samples and then put it in the ASR-10 and then flip it. So I kind of tested it out already with this 4 bars, but I never extended it to like an actual sample. I may want to add some layers at a different section to kind of add to the loop. And I also want to mix it so it sounds fairly like an actual what's that? It sound like a I don't know what that was. Must be my neighbors. But yeah, I'm gonna mix it and hopefully I can extend it, add some like layers to it, and then put it in the ASR-10. I learned that I have to export the sample just like a normal sample and then put it through the ASR-10. Before I was actually doing it through Ableton, but I learned that sometimes you're gonna have some clicks and pops, and obviously I don't want that in the sample, so I would have to turn Ableton off actually to process it through the ASR-10, so I'm not getting too much CPU stuff. But I've been working on figuring out how to make my CPU better. Right now it's 13%. Before, y'all, it was at 50%, just doing nothing. Disgusting. So I'm gonna probably zone out. I'm gonna put this timer on and try to remember what I made and maybe add some layers, but I'm gonna like zone out. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you do a super chat, I think it'll do like a talk thing where like it'll say your message, and then every super chat I get, I definitely will do my little dance. Okay, how about that? I'm gonna put a 25-minute timer on so I can zone out. I'll be back, and then I'll set another 25-minute timer so we can talk, and then I'm gonna go back. Okay? All right. Just copped the ASR-X. ASR-10 feels impossible to get almost. Really? Girl. I guess I don't know. I guess I came up twice last year. I got someone to give me it for just to borrow, and then they were like, can I get it back? And I was like, can I keep it? And they were like, no. And I was like, damn. And then as soon as that, I was just motivated because I was like, damn, I'm going to get this back. I'm going to find me one. Went on eBay, Man had it on sale for like $900 or something dollars. He said he got it from an auction. And he said he got it tested for power, but he wasn't a producer, so he obviously didn't know if it worked functionally. So we negotiated, got it for $850. That's what you gotta do. Just keep looking. I will put some alerts on eBay, and I mean, like literally the next week, or even that same week, y'all, I came across a TikTok of a woman that found a giant storage unit, and it happened to be Kanye West's. She found his ASR-10 and his MPC and a bunch of other stuff, like a bunch of like clothing from Yeezy and she, yeah. So you never know who's selling somebody's stuff that they forgot or they left behind or something like that. So just keep an eye on eBay. You said I saw producer Max Martin online today. Max Martin's on my top list. Shout out to Max Martin. But yeah, I'm gonna zone out. I'm just gonna put this timer on and let's see what we got. Close that window. Oh my gosh. My dog thinks I'm talking to her. Okay, I think I wrote this down already. No, I didn't. Okay. Just writing down the chord progressions in my chords book. Use this. Lucy, I'm trying to focus, honey. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this chord progression. Okay, let's see. Let's see. See? I don't even know why it's doing this. You make me wanna get a new computer. Okay. I'm gonna try something else too. Let's see, got the violin. Ooh. Shit. What's the one? I don't know what I did there. Oh, it's a B major. Woo! Okay. Oof. Woo! Do something different. Let's see. I'm going back. Oops. Nope. Add 4 bars. Oh no. What the hecky? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Using this, it comes up, this upright piano. I like a good upright piano, you know, like the one that's at grandma's house. I know we're not supposed to talk for another 13 minutes, but drop in the comments if you grew up with the upright piano in your house, or your grandma had an upright piano in the house. Especially black people, I feel like everybody growing up had a piano. I don't know how it is today. I prefer an upright piano versus a grand piano. You know, those big ones that are pretty wide. I like the ones that's at the church. This one's by Hammers and Waves Acoustic, so I can drop the link in the description. It's pretty good. I'm trying to find different upright pianos, so this one works well. So. And then let's see what these organs sound like. I think this is a free plugin. It's called Collab 3V. Let's see. Let's try to do something different though. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, didn't work. I'm gonna hit this plus sign. I don't know if I heard a huge difference, but definitely need to go back to these strings. Okay, that's this one. It's doing all that pretty shit. Okay. That sounds a little bit off, so I'll just keep moving. And shout outs to John Williams. I got to see his, well, I went to see the full LA Phil do the John Williams show. Didn't mean to do that down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let's do some automation. I think I can. Oh. Delete all that shit. We got 7 minutes, y'all. It's gotta be different, so let's see. We're gonna change. Let me see. Let me just keep adding layers real quick. Just descending. Let's see. Let's listen to that. Oh, Lord. So many things I want to do. I got 42 minutes, 40 seconds on it. just hit save and take a second break. A quick break. Talk to y'all. How y'all doing? I'm just zoning out. Hope everything sounds pretty cool so far. Definitely probably gonna add some flute and some other stuff. My biggest thing is like making something that sounds like love, you know, like you just saw your first crush, where you have a big crush or somebody, something like that. I don't know. Peaceful, you know. So, but yeah, just gonna hang out for a second. Oh, what is going on here? There we go. There we go. Someone said, why the ASR10 specifically? Well, the ASR10, it's a great question. Well, first of all, I am a millennial. I want to say that I think we had it the best, especially what's going on right now. I'm gonna sit here and say we've had it the best when it comes to like a genre blending of different music growing up, access kind of in between the internet phase and like not having internet, analog, and then switching to digital. So I'm very grateful to say that I got to experience hearing hip hop before it was digital, and it switched over to digital audio workstations. A lot of people before then maybe only used Pro Tools, or maybe was it Reaper or Reason or something like that back in the day, but a lot of people were making music on hardware. They're making music on the MPC, whether it was the 3000 or the 60 or the 2000 XL. The ASR10 is by Ensoniq. Ensoniq no longer exists anymore, so I think that's probably also like a layer of like what, like it's kind of like it doesn't exist. So, but it's not really that. It's the sound. The sound that comes out the ASR10 is legendary. Some of my favorite producers have used the ASR10. You know, Kanye West, Timbaland, Alchemist, Jake One, RZA, who else? And I think that a lot of people have been trying to emulate or imitate that sound. Each one of those producers I mentioned, they make their music differently. They don't sound the same. So they create differently, and they use the machine differently. But I love Kanye West and how I love the story behind College Dropout, and how some of the songs that we heard were not samples. Those were recreations because they didn't get it cleared. So there's this producer named Ken Lewis who worked with Kanye West and basically recreated songs that they couldn't get cleared. So just imagine being a producer going to get vinyl. You know, you're making your album for this Rockefeller thing, you know, everything, you know, and then, you know, you play it for Lauryn Hill and she like, I don't like it. You just like, I've been working on, you know, Kanye used to work on like, he used to be very like, he used to work on things. He had like 20 versions of Jesus Walks. And he really was like passionate about making his albums, right? So I'm sure it wasn't like, it was like a single or a song that he really, like that's an example. All Falls Down is an example. It's not Lauryn Hill singing those lyrics, someone else. And Ken Lewis was able to hire either musicians or singers, or he was able to recreate the sound by putting it through, like recreating the sample and then putting it through the ASR10 to have that authentic sound. And of course Kanye definitely sampled, you know, real vinyl like Chaka Khan, you know, Through the Wire. That's an example. So like, and if you notice, like, I mean, outside of the whole AI stuff with Timbaland, like before all of that stuff that happened this year, I think that we miss him being on the ASR10 because we know that his music was at top tier when he was using the ASR-10, at least from my understanding, at least from our understanding. Like Aaliyah, like he was popping them out, and they were so good. Even to this day, I'm still listening to Aaliyah's album. You know, Highlight Fire remix, it sounds crazy. You know, Are You That Somebody? That's on the ASR. Like these are beats that sound like so good. And I think like what I'm doing is I want to create what I wish I could see. If Timberland was on his ASR game on YouTube, he'd hopefully be making his beats and saying with Kanye. If he happened to would be on YouTube, I would hope that he would be showing us how he, you know, not necessarily showing us, but at least using it in his workflow and to incorporate a certain sound. So shout outs to, I'm not sure who the person was, but somebody in my comments of the last video I posted about me getting the ASR-10, they put a gem, and I appreciate y'all, because I don't know everything. I don't know everything about this device. Someone was telling me that there's a setting called ASR sweetener, and I found it. So yeah, there's 3 different ways that I can boost a signal in this machine without it clipping, and it sounds so good. And then it has 40 plus effects, and these effects are crazy. They sound so good. It sounds better than any plugin. So running a sample through the ASR-10, it's just like, it just gives a certain sonic that I'm looking for, that I enjoy listening to. So, and I do know people like the same thing too. So I think that's what makes it special. It just has a certain, like, you can pitch up a sample in the MPC, it just doesn't sound the same as the ASR-10. Even the older MPCs, they have their own flavor and tone. So that's why. So I found an ASR-10 local for $400 that has power issues. Yeah, the one that I was borrowing, it didn't stay on past like 10 minutes, so I would have to like sample really quickly before it gave me an error. Luckily, the one I have doesn't have that issue at all. I'm so grateful, because I can just leave it on and it actually stays on without like shutting down or anything like that. So I really came up across a good device. So yeah, so what's up, Born to Supreme, JK? Yeah, the 12.3 or the 12.3 Ableton is public open beta. Yeah, I downloaded it today or yesterday. I haven't really done anything in it. I was gonna open it up for this, but as soon as I like opened it up, it froze. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't like betas, y'all. I'd rather wait. I mean, I'm still gonna use it, but I don't want to use it to like make a project in. I do want to use it to mess around. I've seen the stem separation and it looks dope. I haven't tested it out yet, but I'm not in no rush, y'all. There's no rush. It's coming. I don't need to separate no stems today, unless I know it exists. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited that these things are updated. I'm excited for every brand that's doing updates and like stepping it up, and it's exciting. It's exciting for us, you know, something to look forward to. And definitely like Ableton is dope. I'm not really here to tell you what to choose, but if you're looking to advance, I think it's like a nice advance if you're like coming from somewhere else. So but yeah, Brian said the same thing. I will forever hate betas. Exactly. I'm not like a beta. I don't care to know even before things come out. I'm like, don't tell me, like, just because I'm still even experiencing something bad from something that happened like years ago, and I'm like, can we fix this? Because it's not working. I want to be able to work on this. I want to do this. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Lucy says hi, everybody. No family, no piano in any kind of family, unfortunately. Well, you know, you may have the first piano. You start the new trend, you know. Derek. Was it Deverick? Oh, Lucy says hi, hon. Are you saying hi? You wanna come over? 1 second. I gotta get you. Yeah. Shmana bing sniggleboo. Shmana bing sniggleboo. Organized Noah's use the ASR10. I think they use the SP1200. I'm not quite sure. That's what I know they use, the SP1200 for sure. I definitely watched a documentary on Netflix. It's pretty good. I'm Generation X and we don't have none of that special equipment. We had to invent it, exactly. We appreciate you. And shout outs to Roger Lynn, still around, making beats. What's up, Bobcat the Legend? He said, I'm learning. Thanks for the ASR10 info. Of course, for sure. I think a lot of people have been asking about that. I think people probably are like, why are people so hyped about this particular device? And it's because of that. So I used to, back in the day, just be watching YouTube videos of Kanye West making beats on the ASR10. I can just start singing. I can start singing one, and I bet y'all know which one. Hold on. I can't think about it. But I love those videos, and then sometimes they're gone. So, yeah. Anyways, don't know what he's got going on right now. It's whatever. I've mourned the loss of that, but I definitely have inspired and appreciate the golden eras of our producers, and we'll continue to do whatever and do it better. It says, when you get a chance, check out this channel. He is a master of ASR hip hop. Can you send me a link on my, DM me a link on my Instagram at Sarah2ill, the link of this. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not quite sure which one's the name of the actual YouTube channel, so send me the link. Thank you. Where's my water at, Lucy? Let me get some water, y'all. 1 second. I'm comfortable. Go get me some water. Beat Addict God. Okay, cool. Let me look him up. Beat. Is it Beat Addict God? Oh, I see him. I'm subscribed. I'll check it out, and let me see. They have like a playlist or something. Do they have playlists? Like, what's going on? Excuse me. So before I go back into my, wanna see. Okay, so I want to share with y'all some things, before I get started, back on this sample. I do want to continue to encourage y'all to make a YouTube channel and keep posting and start sharing your information. Sometimes some of the smallest channels have the best content, and it's just only a matter of time for them to catch wind and just everyone discovers them. So I'm gonna check out this channel, and I'll tell y'all next time how it's helped out. I appreciate the recommendation, Christopher. Thank you so much. They got some pretty cool beat videos, so I think some people may need some work on like titling certain things or thumbnails. So that's what gets people to click on your YouTube video. Your content could be freaking amazing, but if the thumbnail or the title doesn't get people's interest, because YouTube, you get to choose what you want to watch. So be mindful of just making sure that you have a title that's interesting, a thumbnail enticing, you know, and that maybe fits with the theme of your channel. Everyone's theme is different, and aesthetic is different. So find yours, but post. Some people are doing better making YouTube videos than making music, but as music producers or artists. It could be vice versa. But if you're only limiting yourself to just releasing music, you're losing out. I'm letting you know. Make a YouTube channel. And I also, I want to shout out the two Kevins. There's two Kevins. I just realized that they both have the same name. Both these Kevins, they've been watching me for a long time. If you know who you are, you know who you are. There's two of y'all, but both of you guys work at pretty big companies. And before they worked at pretty big companies, they were watching my YouTube channel. And as they elevated in their career, they brought me along with them. So you never know, your day ones could be the ones that could help you with opportunities in the future. These people, when I talk to them, Kevin and Kevin, they'll tell me more about me than I know about me. And they're just like, yeah, I remember when you did this and da-da-da. I'm like, you really been following me for a long time, bro. Okay. So it was worth posting all those silly videos. So I'm just letting y'all know, encouraging y'all to just post. You never know who's watching, who's gonna recommend you, you know. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to make a timer, get back to working on this sample, and run it through the ASR-10. I got some drums already, just to kind of just see what we can do. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna just go zone out and just continue to compose. So come hang out with me, get your popcorn, get your soda, get your lasagna, your pizza, whatever. Come zone out with me. Okay. Let's see. Start freezing and flatten. Freezing and flatten. You got Jericho back here just singing. I'm gonna call it Jericho. these tubas. I think I'll do 8 bars of all this without the vocals. Get the looper. Where am I string down? The string Oh, it's not working. You're not showing up. Are you not working? Okay. What the hell? There you go. I'm just gonna try. Actually, let's see. I'm reading through these. That is nice, clean. Yep. Thanks, Bobcat the Legend. I appreciate you. I guess this. Much better. Let's take out this. Okay. I know you like freezing on me. I know. Oh my gosh. Maybe my actual thing just died. Sometimes that happens. It did tell me it needed to be charged. Okay, whatever. You tried to tell me. You tried to tell me, Apple trackpad. Okay, whew. Thought I was Ableton. Let's see if I just took it on. What if I took these and put them here? What if? Oh my God. Ooh, she sound good. Okay, okay. Don't do that to me. Oh my gosh. Just playing around with something, I don't know. Let's use these tools we have here. Too much high pitch, but I think shit. Turn this. I think maybe I should just keep this. Oops. Let me come over here with that. This here. Set a timer, y'all. Oh my gosh. It's been zoning out for who? I don't know for how long. Do like 10 minutes or something. What's that? Release? I ain't got my sustain on, girl. Reverb is verbing on this one. I'll do like little accents. Oh my god, see, I'm zoned out. I can't even, my face is not even. I should just have it on this. Lots going on. Let me just organize my thoughts. We got the piano here. I just want to be tighter. Let's be tighter. must be looking to tech on this thing, a release or something that needs to go down. Gotta go flute, sorry. Do that one again. Let's see what this one sounds like. Oh, she ain't working. It's beeping and shit. Them damn strings. Zoning out. It's not playing. I didn't understand. Oh, maybe because. Mirror me. What did I just press? Listen to what I got real quick. 3 sections right now, so let me actually extend this section. The strings. Yes. Take a break. Talk to y'all. Hit save. Make sure you save your projects. That was fun. I enjoyed making that. Still could continue to add layers. I've made my Ableton template to have. I'm pretty much John Williams. I'm gonna get the glockenspiel. The flutes are over here. Got the string section. I'm doing as much as I can without trying to overload my DAW. And I've basically learned how to route my reverb and delay and stuff, of course. Before I was doing it the lazy way. Then it catched up to me, and I'm like, I can't have all these plugins on each track, so got to get into the signal flow. Still working on it because I still hear some clipping when I'm, hearing playback, but obviously I can commit. Well, the cool thing about Ableton now, you don't have to fully commit to freeze and flatten. You can freeze and still it'll keep the MIDI notes from the original track. So this would be a good time to do that, to like freeze and flatten everything. So I'll do that in a second. But yeah, whoo, it's coming together. It is coming together. I like it. This is my. I think I'm in my bag. I'm figuring it out, and it's only gonna get better from this point. It's only gonna get better. I'm fully into it. So, just wanted to say hi and then check in with you guys. So, someone had said something that I had laughed at. Right Sound Studio said, "Where's your boy Timbaland or Timbo? Been awfully quiet." I noticed that he hasn't been on live stream recently. Have you noticed? I haven't seen him on my TikTok with his glasses on and in the dark, listening to people's music, yelling at them, telling them that they're trash. Have you seen that recently? It's kind of interesting how all of that was going on for like the past, 4 or 5 years. And now all of a sudden it just stopped. I wonder why. Maybe he'll be on live right after this. He's like watching right now. He's watching. Let me play some music. I want to just hear myself. I look like a dolphin. Alright, so the electric piano, sometimes it's hard to choose, so you gotta put out both. I just like to think of it like, just like how 70s samples used to be. I've been listening to a lot of Motown, a lot of, like, of course, John Williams, Quincy Jones, a lot of I just said Motown. Piero Piccioni, that's how you say his name. Fire, 10 out of 10. Listen to him nonstop. And just the organic instruments. It's like, so okay. There's this album called Cortex. Is it back here? Yep, it's right there. It's the White Album. My favorite album. It is a French jazz like fusion album from the 70s, and it's so good. If you listen to it, you probably recognize a lot of samples, but when I would first listen to it, I'm thinking they're doing some crazy things until I saw them perform, and then I realized it was just Cortex on the keyboards. He had an electric piano. He was playing that for like most of the songs, and then like the ending, he switched over to his upright piano. So he was just sitting there the whole time. He was either playing electric piano, which was the Rhodes, I believe, and then he had his upright piano, I believe. And then he had a drummer, the saxes, who was also playing the synth, just in case, I guess they needed some keys or something. I think there was some other keys or something. And then there was a vocalist and a bassist, and that's it. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, I can do this. Now, and even the vocalist, of course, some of the songs are in French, and I don't understand what they're saying, but some of the songs are jazz infused, which means like the vocals are just she's just singing. She's just harmonizing. She's not really saying anything. But that to me is like, it's just so dope to be able to just play with your vocals and come out with different like things that go with the actual the song. But just kind of seeing them perform helped me understand and break down that it's not that complicated. It's an electric piano or a grand piano or upright piano. They could be playing at the same time. You know, they're kind of similar frequency. That's why I'll add the electric piano as accents. I really like. Sounds so luscious. The piano sounds like an old-fashioned piano. Got the organ. The strings are fantastic. Just the flute. And I just pulled up a generic acoustic guitar. I obviously can pull up a Contact and mess around with some of their guitars, but it sounds good with the wah. I have this wah on it, and just kind of like what they would have in the 70s. They'd have a wah wah, but I was also implementing the orchestra sounds like the flute, and I got the thrills, and haven't even messed with some of the runs here. So like, let's see. Oh, that shit sounds good. Okay. Woo! Okay. Come back to that. Hold on. See, I just get right back into it. I gotta let it play so it's sustainable style. There we go. Oh, so nice. Got a whole brass section here. You guys saw or heard the sax. Got tuba. Like call and response. They bring a lot of power. Or mellow. Woo! Yeah, and then adding some vocals. Honestly, it's like the icing on the cake. Because what happens obviously, so for like what I'm about to do, we'll print this out. This may not be the full sample that I finish with, but at least can give you an example of exporting it and how I can run it through the ASR10 and then manipulate it afterwards. So, and then like add drums, add a bass, all that good stuff. So let me just. And I'll just export this little portion of the sample. My ASR10 can only sample up to a little over a minute. So yeah, I just sample in a minute and then work with what I got. And then if I got extra sample time that I need to sample, I just come back and just do the same thing with the remaining part. So I know I could probably upgrade my ASR10 to have more. I don't even know if I can, because certain versions won't allow you, or I don't know. I talked with one person. He was like, "Can you open it up and tell me if you have the version that can be updated?" I'm like, "Damn, some of them can't." But I just work with what I got. So I'm gonna export. This sample real quick. excited. Cardi B selling CDs on the street. Hey, she out there, buy my CD. We may have to start buying CD players again, y'all. I don't know, CDs are just not that good. CDs are not that good. I can't lie. The MP3 was the best thing that came out that we kind of got rid of. I literally looked up how much it costs to get an iPod Nano or iPod Classic or iPod Classic. I think I may buy one. I think I may buy an iPod Classic with the click. They got some on eBay that got like new batteries and stuff. Like people had modified it, upgraded the battery. I think I may have to move on to that because I do miss just taking walks with my MP3. But also I wasn't doing it right then. I definitely was using BearShare LimeWire. Sorry, Mom. But your girl's got some extra change around these days, so I don't mind buying people's music, especially music that I know that I listen to. So I think we may have to, that's what I think I may want to do. Cardi B, and if people sell CDs, that's cool. I think they should have a digital version so they can download it, have a little QR code so they can access the files. It's getting weird. We're going through a transition, y'all. I can't lie, I heard some very disturbing stuff about Spotify again today. I heard they changed their terms and conditions to where you still own your music, but they have the right to license your music to their third party or their affiliates, and you have no control or have no credit or anything. So basically, if they're affiliated with any AI company, and you upload your music to Spotify, technically, if they're affiliated with an AI company, which they are, I'm sure they are making their own AI music, from what I've heard, and then they could use your music, and have permission to use it now because it's in the terms and conditions now. It's in the terms and conditions, apparently. So I may have to do some more research to confirm this, but that is kind of disturbing, especially if you are an independent artist. You don't want your music to be repurposed for something that you don't have permission. You just want people to have access to your music via streaming. I think that's the whole purpose, is for us to have music available for people that do use Spotify. But I think taking advantage of people's music, and especially if they own the intellectual property, there's no fair use unless you sign the contract. There's terms and of service is a contract. I don't know how I feel about that. Now, it's one thing if we get paid for it, but I don't know if people getting paid, they're not getting credit. So what do you think about it? What do you think about that terms, like that Spotify could potentially use your music and license it to their affiliates? Because Cardi B, she said, I'm going outside, I'm selling my CD on the street. She said, as soon as this court thing is over, I'm dropping my kids off at school, I'm getting in the middle of the street, and I'm selling my CD. And guess what? I'm pretty sure it caught attention. She ain't the only one out here selling CDs, but because it's her, she said, I know someone gonna videotape me out here selling my CD. It's not the same anymore. I don't think people are actually subscribed to Spotify like they used to because of what's going on in controversy. So that does affect artists. And we don't really get paid too much on Spotify. Anyway, so I think that there's a opportunity to figure out something new. I do hope that something does change for the better for artists. But it seems like we have to figure out what's next. So what do you guys think is next? Is it CDs? Is it those NFT little CD things where you can tap and you can get the music? I've seen some people have little USB-C credit cards that you can plug into your phone. What do you think's the next wave? I honestly do feel like streaming companies have to take accountability. This is not just Spotify. I do believe that streaming platforms should be charging customers way more than $9 a month to stream unlimited music. But I don't know if that'll work. It'd be nice if these services was $50 a month. So let's say if you spent $50 a month on streaming service like Apple Music, then times that by 12. You're probably gonna be like, I think I'm gonna go buy an album. I'm gonna not subscribe, and that's probably what they would do, is not subscribe and then actually buy albums. So I don't think they would ever increase the price, because then people would actually stop using it. I don't know, what do you think? Yep, Darrell Williams. These are those soulful R&B sounds I love. Or is that a sample? These are everything's from scratch. You sound like a great radio DJ. I can listen to your voice if you're on a smooth jazz radio station. Hold on. Welcome to Jazz 101 with Sarah. Welcome to Carnegie Radio, where you must have your Carnegie on to listen. It's mandatory. The Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm. I used to work I was on the radio at Apple Music, and I barely would talk, but they would tell me my voice was very, very soothing and very much radio ready. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. I honestly, I appreciate the feedback. I definitely could see myself going back to Apple Music, but I feel like the only way I would go back is if I had my own show. That would only make sense now. I love you, Zane Lowe, but I gotta have my own show. So I gotta have my own show, bro. I gotta have my own show. There's, camera's tweaking. But yeah, I just had to have my own show. You know, there's a whole thing I could do out there. We'll see. I'm gonna manifest that, and we'll come back to that. I know what's happening. So I appreciate you speaking into existence. 16 bits. 44.1 is okay, not great. High-res CD is possible. Just need a player. That's the thing. Nobody ain't got no damn CD player. Nobody got no CD player. The CD player be skipping. It's big. Cassettes be breaking. The tape be everywhere. You gotta like retape it and stuff. 8-tracks ain't 8-tracking anymore. Vinyl's cool. My needle just broke on my vinyl player and stuff. I can't listen to my vinyl. I'm over here trying to buy needles and stuff. Needles don't work. And then when I buy I'm pretty sure I have to buy a whole new vinyl. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't like the assembly part. I don't like putting together a vinyl record player. They'll give it to you with all these parts and stuff. And you're like, yeah, put the thing and wrap it around. And I don't want to do that. I want my iPod. I love the little clicks. Yeah, I think the industry probably collectively is not gonna be, everyone's gonna be on different things. I think if you love an artist, they'll let you know where their content is and where to reach them. I'm still on streaming platforms. I'm still at noquantize.com. I'm still at Bandcamp. I even have some songs on SoundCloud, but not too many, some of my old joints. So, but Patreon is where you can actually see some of my unreleased music. I haven't really posted any unreleased music yet, since Microwave Beats, because I'm actually, like, you guys see me transition to something new. So I've been sharing my process or my findings with my Patreon And speaking of Patreon, shout outs to my Patreon. I love y'all. Appreciate you guys showing up this past Wednesday. We had a nice conversation, VIP video chats. If you guys want to join in and have a little it's not a one-to-one, it's like a one-to-many. We all kind of support each other and talk about how our months have been and what we've been working on, and you know, what we need work on, and a nice support system. It's been really cool. I really appreciate you guys, so thank you, Patreons, for your supports. But that's so cool. I think actually I'm going to upgrade it's gonna be a huge upgrade y'all gonna see. You're gonna see like, what the hell is going on? She keeps going, she keeps getting bigger, it keeps getting better. I can't I'm just giving you a warning. It's going to be epic. I'm ascending, and it's going to be crazy. And my Patreons are going to be getting some good shit. You guys you're going to probably get exclusive stuff that I can't post on YouTube. Stay tuned. Because, you know, with YouTube having copyright things. So for an example, there's something really cool that's about to happen. You'll see it and I'll tell you when it happens, okay? When it happens, my creativity and it's going to go to a whole nother level. Now, one of my favorite, or everyone's favorite thing they love to watch me do is rhythm roulette and chop up vinyl, right? And the thing about having a YouTube channel and using vinyl is that you could get a copyright strike. Now with Patreon, you don't have to worry about it. That being said, my Patreons, if I'm making anything that's vinyl related, they probably get the whole episode, no problems. Some cool stuff is happening though, so stay tuned. So yeah, join the Patreon, even if it's not the VIP, if it's there's different tiers. Yeah, stay tuned. Some cool stuff is happening. I'm blown away, and I'm excited to talk about it whenever I can. So, The Quiet Storm with Sarah. I burned CDs from the library and stored them. CDs are better than vinyl because they can burn copies. Facts. I may have to, I don't know, maybe have CD players gotten better, like the portable CD player. I don't know, I can't see myself holding it. I'm gonna get an iPod. I can't do it. Maybe an in-home system. It's kind of crazy to think about. I used to have a little sound system at the crib, and now we're rebuying the things that we had when I was 15. It's crazy. But I think what I do want is the iPod. I think I'm gonna invest in the iPod, start buying music, putting it on there. I already have music, so, you know. But as a consumer, how do you guys feel? Like, do you guys have Spotify? Do you guys pay for subscription, like, music? If so, who do you use? If you do use Spotify, does any of this stuff make you feel weird about, I don't know, if anyone's buying or paying for Spotify? Prince did warn us. Michael Jackson warned us. Angie Stone warned us. Shit, I better watch out. Man, oh man. I'm still in shock that Prince didn't have a will and trust though. He was almost there, but no one told him to do that. That's crazy. CD skip prediction is better. Protection is better. Okay, it is. Okay. Like you said, people don't have them. Companies don't manufacture them. Well, it's still popping in Japan, in Korea. People still buy CDs. It's still a thing. I think that in America, it's kind of interesting. Technology, when Napster happened and when people were pirating music, there was like this rush of trying to fix it, and iTunes happened, and it was like a solution to a problem, but it ended up causing a huge issue in the industry where artists aren't really getting paid the same amount that they used to. Obviously, people would get paid more because they would actually sell physical CDs. Just to think about TLC explained that they were broke after selling millions of CDs. Just imagine what's going on with artists now. We're not even selling any CDs. So I'm just like, yeah. I think it just has to change. I was telling my Patreon this Wednesday that it's important to keep continuing to make music and enjoy making music. That's one thing that's not going to stop is us making music and creating. Don't worry about the money part when it comes to making music. If it happens, it happens. But you have to do something else with the music. You can't just be releasing music and hoping people are going to listen and you're going to be rich and famous from releasing music on streaming platforms. This is why I tell everyone to start a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has helped me get so many opportunities that are related to music that help pay my bills, on top of the streaming and the royalties. And shout out to Kara Music. I saw her post about what happened to her and her music. I love how she keeps emphasizing I am staying on YouTube. She's like, I am YouTube. Yes, YouTube has been the most consistent, has been around the longest. And also it pays artists, sometimes it pays more on a monthly basis than some streaming platforms. So I love that she's found her way, because she's always been an amazing YouTuber. But I love that she understands that if she didn't, let's say she did all that work on her album and didn't have a YouTube channel, I know she would be sick. I know she would be sick. But I love that she has created like her own aesthetic and brand, and she, her reviews and her content is super amazing. So it's always been like that, and I love that she's going to continue to do that. But she kept iterating that I'm not going to repost the album because YouTube is doing very well for me, and she's going to repurpose the album in different ways via YouTube, which I think is pretty dope. So I used Spotify, but I don't pay for it. Yeah, same. I'm just like, the only reason why I use Spotify is because I'll get sent like some playlists to listen to, and I don't like it because all the ads and stuff. The ads are weird. They're all like prescription medication and stuff. It's like they've transformed streaming into TV commercials. So it's getting kind of weird. We need music community to come together and make their own platform. I think if that's possible, then make it happen. Dog. It's okay. It is okay. Sarah got this Akai MPC Live 1 Plus. Got to have it. Going to get into it. Been a long time. Are you planning to make it to, I don't know what ASIS. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna be going to NAMM. That's like that's the only thing I'm doing to go out the house in January. We'll go to NAMM. That's probably it. I don't have any plans of doing anything else. So I'll see y'all at NAMM. You know what I'm saying? Pull up at NAMM, get your tickets, get your flights, go ahead and prepare, save up, People will pay for convenience. My issue is streaming. You are leasing the song. Content can be pulled off streaming anytime. Physical copy, you own it. Exactly. Got the family plan on Spotify. So how do you feel about paying for Spotify plan after everything that hopefully you've heard all the news? How are you feeling about that? Why are you choosing Spotify over other streaming services? Just curious. Not shaming or anything. Just curious. After all of the stuff that's happened over the last couple of months, what's the reasoning? Convenience, probably, and that's okay. Something to think about, maybe to consider thinking about. Because I think I've been thinking about it too. Because I think we're all guilty of wanting convenience. I think that's cool. But also, there's like things happening right now where it's just like, oh, things are questionable. You know? I don't know why they removed your message, but that's what's up. It's crazy that all the technology I wish I would have had, I did have, I wish I still had it, in a sense, like in the stores, I could just go use it. So you use Pandora, SoundCloud, YouTube, although it's not very satisfying. Yeah, I get that. Alright, so I'm gonna save Ableton and quit it so it's not clipping. I'm gonna turn my ASR-10 on in a second. Where did I put it? Let's listen to what we got. Oh, I didn't mean to save it in here. Maybe I have to turn my mic on for this. All right, let me turn this. Said my sister paying for Spotify, and we on her plan. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We'll try to see you at NAM. Tony Tech. 59. Yeah, some people do read the terms and conditions. I think that's why a lot of people aren't going back to TikTok after March. I think that's why some people are, people do care. There's been a lot of people that's deleted their entire catalog off Spotify. People do care. Real people do read the terms and conditions. The person that expressed the terms and conditions of what happened recently was not a lawyer. They're an artist. They posted and said, hey, they just changed their terms and condition. It states that you can own your music, but they can license it and repurpose it without your permission. And then she's like, I deleted all my stuff from their platform. So I would definitely be mindful of what, Like, I'm not using CapCut anymore. I don't want them to use my content for AI. I think the same thing happened with Adobe, and then I think they rechanged their terms and conditions. People be reading it, y'all. I don't know. It ain't that, but putting it through an AI thing and then asking what did it say? What is the new update? And sometimes these updates, they'll tell you, like, some companies will send you an email and they'll be like, this is an update of our terms and conditions. These are the main points. All right. So the Orchid is, I don't really want to rate it. It's a cool tool. It's not nothing to compare it to. I know some people had bad experiences. I did not. I had a great experience. I have not made a video on it. I don't intend to, because it's really, there's already videos on like on it. I feel like I'm gonna make videos on how to use things versus just doing reviews and stuff. So I think this is a cool ideas machine. And even like right now, just like once I continue this sample, I'm just gonna put it in the ASR10. But if I come back to this sample, I have the chord progressions written down. I can go to the Orchid and put the Orchid in a certain key, the key that the song's in, and I can play the chord progressions on here and get another sound or arpeggiator or strumming layer to add to the song. So this is great, especially for sound design, music theory, and just coming out with ideas. Yeah, I think it's dope. Plus you can use it with your VST, and it has 3 different tracks, and you can actually I think that's like the biggest thing. Like the internal sound is only 50 sounds. Like, why would you only use those 50 sounds? You can pull up Arturia and have Arturia sounds with this, or anything, like I can pull up the strings, like the flute or something, instead of me playing it on my keyboard, I can easily just plug this up via MIDI and then add those little those runs and those things and strums and stuff. Actually, it's a good idea, and I need to go ahead and do that, because I have it plugs up via USB-C. And I prefer that. I may have preferred that. I think I may prefer that, the MIDI function out of this. You just plug it up, go to settings. So yeah, I think it's great, and I think some people also need to spend time with the device before they make reviews. I think it doesn't seem genuine because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I think it's important to spend time with something and be like, all right, I really do like it. First impressions are cool, unbiases are cool, but I like to spend time with devices before I make a video and like give a solid like experience and like demonstrations and all that stuff. So anyways, yeah, TikTok terms and conditions have actually been very interesting. You can't even say YouTube on TikTok anymore. Like, you can't say another platform on TikTok. It's like very, yeah. And I think it just changed today. And then after March, TikTok goes away. There's some new app called M. I'm not going to use it. I gotta get over using TikTok. And I'm going through like acceptance of that. I'm probably gonna stop using this. So every day I'm kind of trying to stop using it as much as like, let me get off of this at a certain time. Let me go to this instead. Cause I ain't gonna be like crying. Cause we've gone through different things. Someone said, do you still use MySpace? No, but I still have an account. It was a thing. It was a big thing back in the day. I used to have a Black Planet account. If you know, you know. That was like the first one. And then there was like Vine. I remember Tumblr. Tumblr was huge, and then they started adding ads, and then it ruined the experience. Then Instagram came around. Instagram used to just be photos. And then the video function came out and it was like a 6-second video thing. I don't know, remember? And then it turned into like every app. And it's very overstimulating. And now Instagram is just ads. I can go watch my story, and as soon as my story ends, I'm watching an ad. As soon as I go to my feed on Instagram, the first thing is an ad. I don't even go to Facebook at all. YouTube, I like you. Being consistent. You pay artists. You even said, we not gonna pay them AI channels. And we said, we thank you. We thank you, YouTube, for stepping down and saying, we not, y'all can make those little lo-fi, AI generated, but you ain't gonna make no money off of it. We like that integrity, YouTube. I see you. We like you. We're gonna stay with you. We're gonna. And then Patreon was made for people, for artists, for supporters to directly support artists, simply because of what's going on in the industry. They've created a platform where you can actually support your favorite artists directly with their projects. So they're not needing to take sponsorships where they're just like, oh my God, buy this. I don't know. I don't want you to buy it really, but I just took it because I need money, Patreon has been really dope. I think that's going to be the future. Patreon, YouTube, and however your artist wants to release music, whether it's, and honestly, to be very transparent, the vinyl situation is very expensive. It is expensive. There's really not much of a profit depending on what's going on. And I'm talking about after this, I'm just talking about just this year. Before, that's a little different story. This year is different. And I'm not talking about just the tariffs. That's also an added thing. So even when you guys talk about CDs, and I think it's a territorial thing. Like in the US, it would have to be a thing, but I don't think US consumers are messing with CDs like that, right? We like convenience. In Japan, in Korea, they probably have a appreciation for supporting the artists and buying albums, and have those technologies to play CDs at the crib and all that stuff. So it's probably their lifestyle. Appreciate you, ET. Have a good rest of your weekend. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a TikTok detox, but I think more importantly, I think I'm just maturing, just really knowing that I don't need to be scrolling and rolling. I love that I can be more intentional on YouTube, in the morning, instead of just watching whatever it gives to me, kind of just typing in maybe something like meditation things or something I can learn about, something educational. And then later on, gotta go into my music production stuff, look up tutorials on food, things that may help me here in my life. So yeah, things are changing, but we're gonna adapt. We're gonna adapt, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna turn my microphone off and start sampling this into the ASR-10. That was fire. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to process the sample real quick. So let's see. Give that a second. I can turn on Ableton again. Ableton again. Thank you, JK. I appreciate that. I love it. It's all starting to come together. Everything's starting to make sense. I'm here for it. I'm super excited. It came out pretty dope. Ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let me see. I'm turning on Ableton. I'm waiting for this to be processed. So. I could probably start singing on the tracks at some point too. Yeah, I need some auto tune. It's gonna take a minute. Let's take it a second. It's taking its time. What's for dinner? I'm thinking. What's for dinner, y'all? I'm thinking like some Philly chicken. Hold on, Philly cheese chicken nachos. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? A couple more things and then edit. Yeah. This way. One last thing. One last thing. ASR sweetener. Alright. And now open back the project. This thing slow than my last, girl. Shit, I'm not gonna wait for that to turn on. Let's just listen to it then while we wait. Pizza, salad. Sample your voice into a pad with the orchid. The orchid uses, I mean, yeah, I guess. Come on, Ableton. Damn, girl. I need a countdown or something. Okay. Give it a couple more minutes. Yes, I'm waiting for my Ableton to turn to load back up. I'm gonna at least put it in put some drums on it, flip it, and see what it sounds like. I've already tested this out. It sounds fantastic. So I just didn't finish the sample. So it's kind of like when you first make the first 4 bars and you're like, I'm excited. I want to see what it sounds like flipped. But I didn't have the rest of the sample, so. Give that a second. Woo! Hey. Hakuna Matata. Go to your bed. Look at you. Now you're stuck. Come here. Bring your dog ass over the cable. Come on. Lucy. Oh. Come on. Come. See? It's okay. It's okay. I dropped y'all on the floor. Y'all good? Lucy did it. It's okay, Shmaka Boo Boo. Wanna say hi? Say hi. Went to the emergency room on Monday. Yes, we're totally fine now. It's okay. Up. Yes. I'm still cute though. I'm still cute. Yeah. You're so cute. Are you okay? What time is it? Lucy, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata, Lucy. It's okay. Those are our neighbors. That's Patrick, Lucy. You know Patrick. Yes, you know him. That's who that is. Okay, cool. All right, so. Oh gosh. Lucy, it's okay that people talk outside of the door. All right, I got my Ableton back up. Let me kind of get my dog off of my lap. Up. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go lay down. Thank you. All right, so okay, I'm already like 2 steps ahead of myself. I'm gonna mute this. This is the old chop. Okay, so I gotta record it into Ableton, so I'll do that real quick. That's how much it sampled. Okay, so let's try something else. Alright. Let's recording some options. Alright, so the fun parts. Don't warp that sample, Ableton. We didn't ask for that. Okay, gosh. Crop, clip, boom. Oops. And I got the sample here. I'm gonna normalize it because, damn. Okay, I'm pull up Serato. Look at it, it's already on the grid. So see, Serato gonna be. See, I don't know, y'all don't know. Serato gonna. Serato. If you ain't using it, I don't know what you doing. Let's see what it does. Okay, let me just check one thing. Turn single. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's fine. chop this right there. Let's see. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's slow it down. Something like that. So chop up the next section and do the same thing. Do the same thing. What's up, some chill person? What kind of NPC are you getting? Probably the X or X. Get the special edition. I don't know the difference. I think it's the memory or something like that. Can't go wrong with either one. I think, you know, you can't go wrong with an NPC at all, actually. I don't even care what NPC. If you got an NPC, you're doing fine. even if it's a MIDI controller. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go to this next. Oops. Hit delete. Oh, okay. That's my alarm clock. I was like, what is making dip even? Do the sonics of the sample get a special flavor after you run it through the ASR10? Can you tell the difference now listening over a laptop monitor? It's, I mean, do you hear this difference? Do you guys hear the difference? Let's pretend, so let's, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real quick, just to show y'all something. Let's see, we'll test something out. So here's the sample. I just really want you to listen to the vocals. That's me going 4 semitones on the ASR-10, like just going using a pitch shifter. We just went up 4 semitones. That's with digital processing. The ASR-10, it sounds like this. Well, actually, take this off. Again, this is the sample, the pitch shifter in Ableton. Doesn't sound nothing alike. Sounds nothing. It just sounds like it was pitched up 4 semitones in Ableton. It sounds perfect. With the ASR-10, it sounds like an ASR-10. There's a lot of people making sample packs, like soul sample packs, and I use them all the time. This is kind of where I got my inspiration. A lot of people make soul sample packs, and they'll have like the same thing going on. Like they'll do the same process, right? They're making a composition, but they have a pitch version of the sample, and it's supposed to give that Kanye West feeling, but it doesn't sound like it because it's not ran through an ASR-10. If only these sample pack companies would just take the extra step and just do what they used to do and get that authentic sound. It does sound different because some people use Speed on Logic Pro. It sounds okay. It gives you that chipmunk, but it's not the ASR-10 chipmunk sound. Oh yeah, I got some effect on it. So yeah. You know, so I think some people will do this, and then that's enough for them, and then they'll stop. I'm just like, get that unique vintage sound. So. Come on, Ableton. Yes. Fire. All right, let me finish this little loop. And this is like, we ain't put no bass, we ain't put no effects. I can put like a phaser or a filter. Let's see. Oh Lord. Effects piano. Woo! Fix my effects, but I think there's more of the sample to chop. I'm excited. Okay, let me hit save real quick, cause girl. What's up, Ben? Yes, I produce my own music. That's what we're doing right now. I produce all this from scratch. You can get my albums at noquantize.com. I sell vinyl. I only have one vinyl, but it's the vinyl to get is Microwave Beats Volume 1. It greatly helps supports this channel and in my career. You can also download digital versions of the album directly at noquantize.com. If you want to stream some of my music that I've created via Epidemic Sound, it's on streaming platforms everywhere. And if you want to use my music in your content, Epidemic Sound link is in the description if you want to get a free 7 days, and you could download my music and put it in your content. So but as far as just supporting, No Quantize is the best place. Bandcamp also has my albums. I think it's Bandcamp Friday. Make sure you support your artists, which means I think they waive the fee that Bandcamp receives whenever somebody pays for an album today. So shout outs to Bandcamp. I'm gonna continue. I got one last thing to chop, and then I'm gonna end this stream because I feel pretty good. I started this sample maybe a week ago, and I wanted to accomplish what I'm doing now, because basically after this point, because I obviously I can't do everything in one session. I like to take breaks, take some space. What's left on the song is like obviously some drums, having different drum patterns, a bass, having sprinkles, whether it's like added textures or other instruments, sound effects, you know, and then arrange it. First I like to arrange it, so I'm getting all the parts so I can arrange it into a whole song. But I love that I made this sample and I'm flipping it, and I'm figuring out how to just make my own sound. So this has been pretty dope. So yeah, you giving it that sound that I like. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate it. I feel like a lot of people that either are making beats or love hip hop music, love the authentic 90s hip hop. And those are our favorite producers that are from the era. There, where are they? What are they doing? You know, if Timbaland was on live stream, why wasn't he making any beats on the ASR-10? Let's narrow that down. We know he likes Ableton, but it ain't the same. He didn't do this. He said that he gave up the ASR-10 because he was like, I'm sick of it. What do you mean? I'm sick of the NPC. I'm gonna stop using it. Your music sucks now, sir. Get back on it. And stop listening to other people's music, judging them when you're not even making any dope music right now. I'm just saying. Right, Lucy? Exactly. I didn't get a chance to pick up my guitar, but... let's plug it up. Plug it in. Oh, my dog gotta go outside, girl. You know, she gotta go, honey. She be like, I'm gonna pee right here if you don't do anything in 2, 4, 1. Shh. 1 second. Lagging? Is it lagging? Oh gosh. It's like, get off the stream. You see my dog peeing over there? Real life live stream over there. Look at her. She's focused. I gotta go get her. She's drenched in pee. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Just later. I'm gonna just do it again. call to pick up the guitar, but I don't know. Okay, where are we? Do my stuff on my screen, man. Just record whatever we can. I know, Lucy. last section to chop up real quick. I just wanted to just call the answer. Call the answer. That pick up the guitar. I was like, oh, guitar's here. Guitar's at the front door. She said, "Can I come in?" I said, "Yes." Let's go back here. I got like, I think I have a string section here. I sure do. I sure do. Okay. Messing up my groove, helicopters. This is when the break comes in. So I need to take a break. I need to take a break. whatever. That'll do it for now, because I'm going to have to save and move forward. Hitting save. But it's what we got so far. You guys get the idea. And it goes back to the top, to the top. One, two, three, four. That means it's boom, 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 boom. Right? It should be this. Let's see if it's not working. Nah. What kind of show is that? Ableton, what was that? Some chill cafe drums to this. Let's do it. Shout out to everyone that's copped the chill cafe drums. There's a few options. There's waves only, like got the loops, the one shots. But there's also an MPC version. There's an an Ableton Live version actually. I'm gonna first pull up some loops and then probably pull out the drum racks. Let's get something light. I'm thinking a shaker myself. Let's see. It's inspiring me to make more music. Let's go. I hope I'm inspiring y'all to make some music. So get out there and create something from scratch. Let's see. Let me see this one. Okay. Add some effects to that later. We need this, but let's add it. I think I should stop, but I keep going. Because I gotta go, but I keep adding these bass lines. Some effects on it, but I'm just experimenting. Lucy, you are not that big and bad. Lucy, quiet. Lucy, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Oh my gosh. Go to your bed. Oh my gosh. My dog just broke my Osmos Pocket 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let's see. Yeah, that camera's done for. It fell on the ground, now it's dead. Because my dog barked and hit the cable and it fell on the ground. Welcome to being on live. It's okay. It's replaceable. Funny fact, I'm getting another camera soon, and I'm luckily that one is the one she broke. That one's gonna. I would cry. I would die on live stream, just like, why is she crying? That's replaceable. That's easy. Yeah, thumbs up. Things happen. I'll just get it replaced by the next stream. I will just need to find a different cable because my dog obviously doesn't care about cables. Because there's a cable that comes from this computer over to the... It's a long cable, but it was enough to kill it, so lesson learned. That being said, I'm gonna stop. Stop. I gotta take a break. My dog needs to go on a walk. She's grumpy, and then it turns me grumpy. I don't have time for that. So, appreciate y'all coming through and vibing with me. Do you like what I made? How you feeling? I think I like it. I'm enjoying this process. It is a bit lengthier than I normally would. Of course, I would normally get a sample and chop it up and then make a beat out of it. It'd be super easy. You can make it in 5 minutes. We've been doing that for years now. It's time to create what we want to make. I want to create things that I want to see. So that's what I'm doing. So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm grateful. It was like an aha moment for me to do something like this for myself. So I'm hoping to inspire you to make some music, to make something from scratch, to, if you like something that you grew up listening to, and like, get into it. I'm a 90s hip hop baby, and it's not like that I am trying to recreate what they did. I think I'm just trying to take it to the next level. Yes. Luckily, I learned my lesson. I think I really even tried it before I came on the stream. I was like, is there a way I can put this camera somewhere else without it being in the middle of the floor? Because my dog just does not care. Like, she's not aware. She wants to bark at whoever's outside the door, even though she knows that they're totally friendly. Lesson learned. Yeah. That being said, I'm out of here. I'll be back in 2 weeks. September the 19th. I'll be back for another microwave beat. So we'll be making some more samples from scratch and flipping it and making our own song out of it. And yeah, come through, say hi. Until next time, make sure you guys go to noquantize.com, where there's masterclasses on the MPC, masterclasses on the machine, masterclasses on the SP404. There's drum kits, sample packs, melodic sample packs. Got some merch. Shout outs to ET. He just ordered, literally, I'm not kidding, 14 shirts from No Quantize. He ordered 7 Microwave Beats Volume 2 and then 7 Microwave Beats Volume 1 in different colors. Shout outs to ET. Not even kidding. Not over exaggerating when I say that. So I appreciate you and your support, sir. Until next time, I'll be back, and I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend. Stay safe. Until next time, peace.